Hi, welcome to my latest video. Tonight I'm out here in the dark, crawling around under the back of my car, and I'm going to be topping up the differential oil. So this is a Land Rover Freelander 2, 2009 XS, 2.2 TD4. I've put the car up on ramps. Put it in first gear with handbrake fully on. I'm underneath the back and I'm looking for this, which is the filler plug for the rear diff. So just so we can see what's what here. So I've got a tank guard covering the fuel tank. Up in there, just out of sight, is the prop shaft. Comes into this unit here, this dark grey unit, which is the Haldex center differential. So this is an active differential, computer controlled, clutch plates inside it which lock the front of the transmission drive system to the back according to the terrain mode and the road conditions, whether one wheel is losing grip, etc. It's all worked out for you. The different terrain modes will lock up the diff in varying amounts. Road mode probably won't lock it, possibly only at low speed, and then you've got mud, grass, gravel, snow, mud and ruts, and then sand. I'm not going to explain in this video exactly what mode does what, but various off-road terrain response modes that will cause that Haldex to lock up. In another video shortly I will be showing you how to top up the fluid on the Haldex unit. In this video I'm going to be doing the rear differential. Okay, so this is the rear diff here. It's mated onto the centre diff. So on older Land Rovers like Defenders, the centre diff was up the front, up by the engine, but of course it doesn't actually really matter where on the prop shaft it goes, so long as it's between the rear diff and the front diff. So on the Freelander 2 it's up the back, part of the same housing as the rear diff, but they are separated by seals and they do use different fluids. So the Haldex unit uses special Haldex fluid available from your local friendly Land Rover dealer at vast expense. The rear differential uses gear oil, 80-90 grade. This is the EP GL5 grade, it's just bought from Halfords. Okay, so this is suitable for the rear differential, and I'm going to be showing you how to top that up. So what we're looking for is this here, which is a 13mm socket. That's the filler plug. You may be asking, well, where's the drain plug? Is it underneath? No, there is no drain plug. The Haldex unit and the rear diff do not have drain plugs. So the engine oil and the gearbox oil at the front of the car do have drain plugs, but the diffs at the back don't have drain plugs. So what we're going to do is undo this plug. Now these diffs are, they kind of say, you know, fill and forget. Well, best not to forget really. It's best to check regularly. I'd say every year or so, just check the diff oil level. Rear diffs on Freelander 2s are a little bit of an Achilles heel, a little bit of a weak point. The bearings, I don't think it's the bearings in here, it's the nose bearing coming out the other end, can fail, get noisy, start to leak oil. The uprated, reconditioned differentials with uprated bearings are available from various engineering companies. So this diff, even though it's done 144,000 miles now, a little bit whiny, but it's okay. So I'm just going to look after it, give it a bit of this oil. Now you'll notice this bottle's got a spout on it. If you end up buying a bottle that doesn't have a spout like this, then you can get a large syringe online or somewhere with a bit of hose on it, but you will need something to be able to get the oil up into that hole. So the Haynes manual says on the rear diff to just fill until the oil dribbles out. So I'm going to slowly squeeze some oil in. It's actually taking quite a lot, actually. It is actually taking quite a lot. And there we go, oil's starting to... God, that's there we go, it's dribbling out. Okay, there we go. Clean rag and wipe that off. Okay, so it's actually quite a lot of oil went in there. It doesn't actually look like very much on the bottle, but I certainly had to squeeze the bottle quite a bit, and quite a lot was going through the spout there. So on this rear diff, you just fill it until it dribbles out, and then put the filler plug back in. Now, Haynes manual does recommend that you change this copper washer, sort of a bit like a sump plug washer. It's a copper sealing washer. Now, I changed that one not so long ago when I topped this oil up last time, so I'm going to be a bit naughty here and just reuse it. It should be fine, but I'll check it again in a couple of days if there's any sign of any leakage of oil coming out. Then I'll... Now, it's an aluminium housing. Don't tighten it too much. There's probably a torque rating in the Haynes somewhere, but I'm just going to do it fairly tight, not cranked right up, end up ripping the thread. So I'll clean that up now so that we'll be able to see if there's any oil leaking there. I'll check that again tomorrow and just make sure it's okay. But that's it, that's all you have to do. Just top up, just keep topping it up, and you know, just keep an eye on it really. The oil level is fairly low, but inside there's obviously gears which run round and have a sort of bath of oil in the bottom. And then we come on to the Haldex here. So what I'll do is I'm going to do a separate video for the Haldex oil because it's a little bit more involved, and I'll film that shortly. Okay, thanks, bye.